Hey guys, it's Heather again. So, the other day I was talking about that I'm not one of those beautiful people that just looks like coiffed and made up, because I'm not. But I think today I might actually get pretty. I'm gonna make a video of it. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put this phone down. Maybe it can stay right here and you can see me. How do people do this? Do they have like fancy equipment? Well, I have a sink. I'm gonna show you where this phone is. Oh, look, that's that thing. That's where my phone is sitting. I'm gonna put it right there. Okay. All right. I've showered, and what I do in the shower, I'll show you that too. Alright, this is my shower. Look at that. Alright, these are my shower products. I put this shampoo in my hair. And I've said this for years, that if medicine doesn't work out for me, I'm gonna open my own hair care product line. And you know how there's shampoo and conditioner? I'm pretty sure that I'm going to make some products called shampoo and shampoo. Like, it's not going to be conditioner anymore, it's shampoo. Shampoo and shampoo. Alright, so I use this shampoo, and then I use this shampoo, and I leave it on my hair for 3 minutes. And then I turn the water cold, and I rinse out the shampoo with cold water. Alright. Okay. And then, since I'm talking about hair, a lot of days I just, what do? I just wash my hair and go to class like this and let it air dry. But some days, if I have time, I use this stuff. It's called Beyond the Zone Smooth Criminal Blowout Balm. This stuff. I think I got it at, what's that place called? Sally Beauty Supply. Also, if you hear like this weird whirring sound in the background, that's just my Roomba. I live the life of luxury with my Roomba. No, really, it's just that I'm a disgusting person and I don't have what it takes to keep my floors as clean as I would like, because I don't like dog hair and floor grit everywhere, so I splurged and bought myself a Roomba. Alright, so I put some here on here, maybe like a quarter-sized amount. I rub it. I sniff it, because it smells good. And then, like, I work it kind of evenly into my wet hair. I don't blow dry my hair very often, but for when I do, I feel like I need to protect my hair. You know, it's like getting long these days, and I would like to keep it not gross on the ends and not so many splits. So if I'm gonna blow dry it, I want to put some stuff in it to protect it. And it goes on and it feels kind of weird in your hair when you first put it in, but once you dry it with the blow dryer and your hair is completely dry, it just makes your hair feel so super smooth. I don't do much to my hair. I hardly ever blow dry it. I don't put a lot of stuff in it. I wash it. I condition it. I don't put it up in a towel all weird. Like, I feel like when hair is wet, it like breaks easy. So I don't do a lot to it, usually when it's wet. And if I do like comb it, I don't usually brush my hair. Like, I do not usually brush it. But if I'm gonna blow dry it and I use that stuff, Like some days I use this super wide tooth comb to just work it out. And a lot of times, like, maybe we'll start from the bottom of my hair and work my way up, so that I don't make as many tangles in my hair. Because like the longer your hair gets, the more damage is at the bottom of your hair, because that hair has been around longer and has come into more contact with things over time that would damage it. And sometimes what happens when people get like really long hair, it will like start out like all nice and full at the top, and then it just gets all like thinner and thinner and thinner at the bottom because stuff has broken off. I don't want that. If it ever starts doing that, it just gets cut off. Then I blow dry. I just have a blow dryer, something I bought at Walmart. Infinity Pro by Conair. And I plug it in. Also, I have not been paid to endorse any of these products. I wish I was paid to endorse these products, but I'm not. This is just stuff that I use from real life. I don't know if there's anything particularly special about this. I like the color. I think it's also kind of a high-powered, I almost called it a vacuum cleaner. This is a high-powered vacuum cleaner. What is this thing called? Hair dryer. So I feel like it dries my hair fast-ish. And when I dry my hair, I dry it most of the way. Usually I don't like completely dry it. Like, I leave it maybe a little bit damp. I try to save it a little bit. Again, I don't blow dry my hair that often, and when I do, I try to limit my hair's exposure to blow dryer. Alright, and that might be as dry as I make my hair. It's not like completely dry, but again, I just try to like limit exposure, get it dry-ish, dry enough. And then the next thing I do might be to take weird stray hairs off my chest because they tickle me. I don't like that feeling. Then I might brush my teeth, and I use an Oral-B toothbrush, and I wet it down. I feel like that's kind of important. And I turn off the water, and then I use this toothpaste, Crest 3D White. My teeth are not really all that white, but it's fine. They're not as yellow as my soap either. Okay. And then I put some toothpaste on my toothbrush. I wet it down again. And then I brush my teeth. I'll show you how I do it. I'll show you. I think it's important to brush all the teeth. You know, when you watch those commercials, you can tell that people are obviously not really brushing their teeth. I'm really brushing my teeth. Brush all the teeth. And I brush my gums. Brush the gums. I also brush the roof of my mouth and my tongue. And then I wash the toothpaste out of the sink because toothpaste blobs are gross. And then what I probably do is face yoga because I'm a weirdo. I'm 35 now, which 35 is not old. There's nothing wrong with being 35. I've always looked younger than I am. I think though, like in the last 6 months of med school, I've probably aged more in the last 6 months than I have naturally in the 6 years before this. And part of it is probably just like where I am in life. I'm 35 now. But part of it is I'm under a lot of stress. So I might do some face yoga. And some of the things that I do, it's just like, you know, working the muscles in my face. What do I do? Okay, so the first thing I might do is burp. Be sure to do that first. And then some. And then some dumb kissy faces. I might do each of those for like 30 seconds. And then I'd lift up my neck and do the kissy faces, and then you can feel it all down your neck. There's a big muscle here called the platysma. You can feel it all in there. The next thing I might do is tap some around my eyes. You know, working body areas, it can kind of, like, light touch can, it can be one of those like lymphatic drainage type things. And so I might just do some around my eyes just to maybe help get some, if there's any fluid in there, just kind of get things moving around. And then I might do some, and then sometimes I kind of do it like this too, because it looks really awesome. And then I might do some stuff around my eyes and like make 2 V's. And then you would like look up, and you should feel it in the muscles like right under your eyes, like you're working, like you're looking up. And if you can feel it in the creases, you know, like that kind of tension, you know, your muscles might shake a little bit. That's the muscle that you want to isolate. I might also, you know, do a little massage right here. I'm definitely one of those people that does this sometimes, and, you know, then I get a little line right here. So just work out some of that tension. You move one way and then go the other. Maybe relieve some tension in the eyebrows. Just like pick a spot and squeeze. And maybe you'll do some of this, ease some tension, and then hold right here and move your eyebrows up and down. I might work around my TMJ a little bit. Again, that's just tension. Sometimes what you can do is like stretch. So start from here and go all the way up to under your cheekbone. And you'll just go and then I might end by 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you just feel that like through your face, get some blood going through the moisturizer. And I just use Pond's Rejuveness Anti-Wrinkle Cream. It says visibly reduces wrinkles in 2 weeks. I don't know. I usually start like even like all the way down like my chest and my neck, because I feel like these areas are important too, and these areas can sometimes show age, like even before a face. There's nothing wrong with aging. Nothing wrong with that. Just want to take care of myself. Ish. If I can't do it with exercise and good food, I can do some face yoga and anti-wrinkle cream. I can brush my teeth, take a shower. but I've been starting to grow a little bit of a mustache, and it's more on the left side than it is the right, but sometimes I tweeze those because I'm not a person that can wax them, because if I try to wax, I just get these weird pimples. It irritates my skin, and then I just, instead of like a mustache of hair, I have a mustache of pimples, and it's gross. And typically my makeup and products come from like Walmart or the drugstore. You can look just fine with whatever is there. Like, yeah, maybe better products to give you a better result, but I'm kind of for good enough. I need a new makeup thing. Like, mine is kind of getting old and gross, but so nice, so we match. It's not cooperating. Okay, there it goes. And it's like covered in makeup. It's probably time to throw it away, but such is life. Alright, I use Almay TLC Truly Lasting Color 16-Hour Makeup in Ivory. I a lot of times use like a couple different products just to kind of, like, sometimes it can be hard to match things exactly with one product, so like I play around with different things. And then I would also use Neutrogena Healthy Skin Anti-Aging Perfector Ivory to Fair 10. This, and I might use like just a little squirt in there. It's darker. And then I mix them together. And I'm actually forgetting some steps. A lot of times I will use this green stuff, Maybelline Cover Stick, because I have rosacea, and so I'm a little bit prone to redness, so I might use like a little green. It doesn't make you green if you have redness under there. It just helps to counteract the red, because if you go back to your colors on the color wheel, green is opposite red. And I just rub this all over, and it helps to neutralize some of the redness. Oh, c'est magnifique. It's so beautiful. And then I sometimes might use Revlon Photo Ready Prime Plus Anti-Shine Clear Transparent. Sometimes my face can get a little bit oily, which is probably good for like anti-wrinkle all by itself if you care about such things. My mom looks younger than she is. She always did. She also has oily skin. And it helps, I don't know, I just feel like it helps kind of too to like rub in some of the greenness as well. It probably doesn't matter like exactly how you do these things. I don't know, not a professional, I'm just a regular person in all sense of the word regular. Alright, and then I will probably put all this mess on my face. I really make sure like I get in the corners between my nose and then like all around my nostrils, or you will have that like weird nostril thing that people can tell you're wearing makeup. And I mean, obviously you're wearing makeup, but I don't want it to be like any more obvious than it needs to be. Alright, now that that's like all blended in and up in my hair, I will use some powdering. I just use a powder brush. And again, I also use two kinds of powder too. I use Maybelline Fit Me 100 Translucent, and I also use L'Oreal True Match Warm. I put them together and try to get like a good-ish match. get it all in the creases and crevices so it all matches, and just set your makeup for the day. Okay, then put all that away. And usually when I do my face cream, I'll use Blistex. I feel like it softens my lips. And then some blush. I just use CoverGirl Cheekers. This one is Natural Twinkle number 183. This color. I'll just use a blush brush. And then, you know, I use the green stuff to get rid of the red in my face, and then just to put some more red in my face. And I might put a little on my nose, you know, so I look sun-kissed. Like some pop. Soda for all you weirdos who say that. Eyebrows, I just use an eyebrow brush. And I just brush them into a nicer shape. And then I use this Almay. It is Almay Intense Eye Color Everyday Neutrals. And I use the middle dark brown. And I use this little brush. I don't know if my camera's gonna focus on it, but it's got like a squared off tip. And then I just, my eyebrow. I know the big eyebrow thing is in right now. I don't really do that. I just darken what I have, which is not big eyebrows. So that's that. And then I might use that one, this one up here as just kind of like a base for my eyelids. And then I have this Urban Decay palette. It's called Naked 3. Not Naked 1 or 2, but 3. It's got a bunch of fun colors in here. And neutrals. What do I feel like today? Maybe a shiny pink. It's called Dust. Maybe I'll start with that, and I will dust it across. Alright, and then maybe I'll go with a darker one, like, I think Factory looks nice. And then I might put this one just over here. So I get, like, the darker I go, I cover less eye shadow, like eye lid area. So the lightest one I put it all over. The pink one it just might be like here. The darker one maybe just like over here. And then I'm gonna do one more after that and make the space where I do it even smaller, like where it goes. So this is just gonna go here. And I try to do it like light, start with just a tiny bit to like build and blend. And it can be frustrating and kind of annoying to do it this way, but I feel like it looks nicer blended together like slowly. I keep blowing on the brush just to get extra off because I don't want too much on at one time. I'm trying to like build kind of slowly, little by little. So I just kind of blow off some of the extra. So it's just a little bit on there. That's why I keep doing that. That side might be a little bit darker than this side. Alright. And then I might use the darkest one, which is Dark Heart. And I will just use this in an even smaller space, kind of like limit this to just the crease. Take all that off my brush, and then like I will blend it all together. Alright. And I might use a little bit of highlighter. It is Flower Lift and Sculpt Contouring Palette. Yeah, Flower Lift and Sculpt Contouring Palette. And I might put a tiny bit of that in the corner of my eye. And then up under my eyebrow. It would be time for what is this stuff called? Eyeliner. And I heat it up in my mouth so it goes on smoother. Alright. And then I just go, and then I like even close my eyes and just feel, or I want it to go like as close to the lash as possible, like even down into the lashes, like right on the lash line is where I put it. And I don't use it real thick or dark.
BTW, this is black.
just a little under, and I don't go all the way across with this. I'm gonna take the same little squared off brush that I use on my eyebrows, and I bring it across again to blend that out. I don't like any like harsh lines on my face, so I blend it on the top as well, and I close my eyes and I do it by feel, right along your lashes, right where you put it. Okay, and so blend that out, and then would be mascara, and I use Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I don't know about that, but it's pretty good mascara. I don't usually use false lashes. Like if I'm going to something really special, I might. If I'm doing like stand-up comedy, like if I'm up on stage, I might. And even if I use like falsies, I don't go real big with them. I like fuller ones as opposed to longer ones. And then I just go in through my lashes, and I also like flutter my lashes as well, because I feel like it drags it up through better, and it goes like all the way up at the top of my eyelid where my eyelashes connect, and I go all the way across the top with this. And I don't usually spend this much time on it. I don't usually have this much time, but if I do have time, I'll go a little bit, do a little bit more. Just, again, my life is not exactly ponies and rainbows right now, so, but putting on makeup sometimes like makes me feel better. So if I have a little bit of extra time, then sometimes I'll do that. I don't put very much on my bottom lashes at all, and the way that I do it on my bottom lashes is I just kind of like do this, and I a lot of times don't even take it all the way over. I just do it like very, very, very lightly on my bottom lashes. I feel like I have long bottom lashes, and if I do too much, I get spider eyes. And then I come back behind that and even kind of like take some off, like pinch it between my fingers to remove a little bit, and then like that, it looks like that, and then I wash it off my fingers. And then the last thing I would do is my lips, and I think today I'm just gonna do Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer Watermelon. I'm running out of this. I only have like the teensiest bit left. So I might even use like a lip brush for this, because I'm down to the last little bit in there. I've never seen a pink watermelon, but I don't know, I like this color. And that is what my face would look like. And then if this is not a flattering angle, like I need to keep it more up like this, but I guess like, I don't know, I need to get some like professional equipment. Oh, maybe that's okay, I can put it up there until it like falls down. And then what I might do with my hair, sometimes I leave my hair down, but it's just like getting to the point now where it's long and it just gets in my way. Like if I have lab, like anatomy lab, or something like that, I definitely need to wear my hair up. I don't need kibbles and bits in my hair. All right, and so this is what this looks like from, this is what it looks like from the back, and this is what it looks like from the side, and then from the front. And then I kind of look made up and put together, and it's like, this is an hour, and I don't usually take this long. I don't usually take this long doing it, but if I do have the time, it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. And so this is what I might do if I have time.